Things aren't always as they seem. Looking back on all the chances that I missed, some I held, some slipped away. One street over where my memories exist, I wondered what would change, I really couldn't say. In this life there's nothing certain, except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, who would have kept me from the one I had today. Except the curtain that rises to the stage. Silly games of second guessing, I just forget the lessons that I couldn't learn. Because one street over there's a life I could have known, would have kept me from the one I had today.
Oh my goodness, let's get on into it. It's Monday morning, y'all. This is 1100 WSGI. I'm Utah and LaVern. This is One Street Over. Terry Martin's in the house, and yes, we're giggling and we're laughing off air, and I'm not going to tell you what we're talking about. I'm just not. It's stories that I tell that you've probably heard, but let's not tell them on the radio station this morning. But I want to get permission from ILU to share some of the things that about my life, and so we're not going to share that. But anyway, I digress. What's up, Terry?
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and I think we both need somebody to remind us that we have things to do. Because it was so funny. Terry, he said, I called him because I hadn't had you on in a while, and I said, well, I would like to get you on here and, just kind of get an update from all the things that are going on in parks. And he says, well, you better call and remind me on Sunday night. And I forgot to call and remind him. I reminded you Saturday.
Yeah.
But I forgot to call you Sunday night and remind you.
Change the time Saturday.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
That was just it. Because I had originally had him come in. We were going to do this at on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then I had another guest I'm trying to get Hope Center in here.
Okay.
And so they couldn't do today, and I was like, well, maybe if I can switch Terry and we'll flip-flop it. So, and you were like, yeah, I can do that, but you better remind me. Remind me. And then I forgot to remind him, so I need somebody to remind me. It's Monday. Welcome into it.
Welcome to it.
We're walking into fall break.
I love it.
Oh, I'm so ready for it.
I am ready for it.
I'm ready for fall break. From a teacher perspective, yeah.
Yes.
I've got so many projects to do, though. I got so much to do. And we're going to do radio all next week because, I don't know, it's just part of what I do.
That's
so
right.
I'm going to come on in here and do radio. And, of course, that will get me out and get me going. I'm sure I'll be in Kentucky a day or so. I got to go see Mom and help her.
Do you ever have, during fall break, do you ever have any of your students come in and talk?
I've had the students on a few times. I've had several that have been in.
Yeah.
And they can actually come in on their way to school. They can do 7 to 7:30, then still get to school on time. Yeah. So we've had students. I can't imagine any of them wanting to get up and come in on fall break. I'll ask them because I've got some avails next week, some openings, and hoping to get Tommy Marsh in here because the Blues Festival's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, a week from Saturday. So I'm hoping we can get Tommy Marsh in here on one of those days. But yeah, I've got several openings next week, so that's a good idea. I'll put that proposal out to the students today. See if any of them want to come in and do some radio. So what are you doing?
Everything.
Everything.
Yes.
How's
That's
the world?
exciting.
How's the world of Parks and Rec, Hollywood?
It's going.
I had to call you Hollywood. You knew I did.
It is. It's going. I know. My guys are ready for the grass to slow down.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Well, we got so dry there for a little while, and did that really affect you guys, or you still had to cut grass?
It doesn't take much for it to just pop right back up.
I got you.
You can get one of those 1-inch rains and everything greens back up and takes off again.
Yeah. Well, and we got that soaking. What was it? A couple of days last week, which we needed
4
from a
inches.
perspective. I'm thinking though. I don't know. Maybe you've seen this. I have a couple of trees that are pretty in the fall. One of my beautiful fall trees is already dropping its leaves, and they're not doing anything because I think of that. That was it was the timing. I'm afraid on that dry spell we had. It's going to mess our fall color up. I don't know. Maybe not. At least in my yard, it looks like it has. So I don't know. Are you seeing that?
Yeah, I'm noticing. Well, no, I'm noticing some trees that are
Just starting to turn.
turn some color, get some color in them.
Well, and so from a parks perspective, you are on the cusp of, we got to get the grass done. We're kind of at that place where we're going to be getting ready for a Christmas setup in the park, right?
Winter Wonderland.
Yeah. So
It's coming.
But when do you start that setup officially? Because it's October.
Well, we have changed the date due to the Christmas parade
Okay.
that is going to take place because the
Okay.
Christmas parade date changed.
Okay. When is the parade date?
December 2nd.
Okay. Okay.
So it's going to coincide with the opening of Winter Wonderland.
Okay.
So there'll be parade that evening, Winter Wonderland.
Whole day of festivities.
Yes. So it's opening. It used to just be 2 weekends before or 2 weeks before Christmas.
Okay.
So now that's a whole month. That's a lot of work that goes on out there to just
Really?
have it open for 2 weeks.
I didn't think I realized it was only open for 2 weeks. It seemed like it was open for a more extended time than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending on when Christmas fell.
Okay.
Like sometimes if Christmas, if it would fall on a Thursday or Friday, then we were obviously open that whole week again for drive-through only.
Okay.
So, but this year, December 2nd.
Okay, well, wonderful. Well, that's very good. I'm going to see if I can't get my family out, because I keep my family scattered. I spend an awful lot of time in Mount Juliet this weekend because that's where my grandkids are.
Yeah.
And so I want to move in here because it's so wonderful when you can just do everything here. When I've had my kids here and stuff's going on, I just love to bounce around to all the things going on in the parks. I mean, if we were to take and just kind of make a list of some of the things that went on this summer in the parks, could you do that just off the top? If you're new to the city, if you're new to the county, give them a laundry list of the things that have happened in the last few months, just so they know for next year, these are the things you need to check into. So what would be some of the highlights of this past, spring and summer?
Well, program-wise for what we do for programs, and we'll just do athletics. January we start sign-ups for our baseball and softball program in our buddies league.
Special needs, which is phenomenal. It's incredible.
Yes. And then again, I probably get these dates wrong, but then again, we start right after that. We'll start signing up for football, tackle football, and then we'll be signing up also for soccer. Our fall soccer program takes place then. We also have signups for adult volleyball league, our adult volleyball league. Then signups for junior pro basketball will start, and our junior pro basketball and our soccer program are both up probably about 60 to 70 kids. So we're just bursting at the seams with new folks coming in and playing, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. We just have to keep up with it. We just have to be able to keep up with it. Facilities is a challenge, especially for our basketball. We only have the one gym at the center. So that's a struggle. We just added the 2 multi-purpose fields out at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, so that's helping us with our soccer numbers. Flag football, one of the local nonprofits just put the flag football program together. We said, yes, come in. We cannot handle all of this. We would love to have you to come in and run that program, and they have. And that's been successful. Over 100 kids are playing flag football now at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. South Haven uses our field, our facilities out there for their high school football program and their middle school program. We've got Friday night markets that are taking place, which is this Friday, by the way, last one of the year. And we have 10-Year Town coming out for this Friday's concert event. And then, of course, we'll have the vendors. Ace will have the vendors show up. She'll have I don't know if they're doing a car show or not yet.
I'll reach out to Ace. We're talking about Ace Timbermeyer. She is the tourism director, I guess, for the city. And I don't know what her exact title is, but she handles tourism. So
the Kid Zone will be there. The food trucks will be there. Hopefully the weather. I haven't looked and seen what the forecast is for this week, but we don't want it to be too cold, but we'd like for it to be cool.
I think we're going to have, I mean, from the temperature perspective, I think we're cooling down as we continue through the week. It looks like we got a few more days in the 80s this week, but I think, and that's, again, me glancing at it last week, you'd think your radio person would talk about the weather, but it's on our phones now. Right. Why should we, We've
also got the fishing rodeo that takes place in June.
We've had so much fun with that.
Yeah. And then we've got the special needs fishing rodeo that's coming up. Gosh, what else? That's just some of the programs that we do. Not counting Winter Wonderland, not counting Freedom Fest, not counting the concert series. I have a new recreational programmer now. Mr. Luke has joined us. We're going to let him get settled in. Once Luke gets settled in, then we're going to look at adding some more programs. Cool. Some adult programs, some outside programs. Pickleball? We got that's what we're going to talk about next.
Everybody's obsessed with pickleball.
Yep.
I haven't played yet. I'm going to have to, I guess, because
my son came to the house the other day and he said, "Dad, have you played pickleball yet?" And of course I was like, "No, not yet," because that was originated for seniors. Yeah. It was a small version of tennis. Yes. So, and my son is like, "Dude, we're hooked. We love it." So it's just there's no age boundary with it any longer. Yeah, it's all the way through. So anyway, yes, and speaking of that, Kiwanis in the city of Springfield is about to break ground mid-October, towards the end of October, on the skate park at Gardner Street. We just got the phone call. I don't know, it's probably been about 3 weeks ago now. We got the phone call where we received our LPRF grant. So we did receive that. We've been waiting to hear from that. Playground 2000 is no longer there. We had taken it down. Anybody that had a slat for the playground, their donation with their name on it, their company's name, their family members' names, however that is. We took all those down that were not destroyed. We kept all of those. And every Wednesday and Thursday from 3:30 to 4, you can come by Travis Price Park. In the very back parking lot, we have a equipment building there in the woods next to the parking lot. Somebody will be right there, and you can go in there and pick your slat out. We've saved all of those for everybody to come and get. Yeah. Yeah,
that's really cool, because I know they do a lot of those building projects and things like that. And for a time, it's really cool to see a family's contribution on that. Yep. That's very cool. So we're talking with Terry Martin. He is our Director of Parks and Recreation here in Springfield, and just does a fabulous job. And I just love talking to him from time to time just to get an update on where we are from a parks perspective, because I've got friends that are so into disc golf now, and I work Celebrate Recovery with the Epiphany Baptist Church. And so they've got like once a month they go out and play disc golf. It's hysterical there at the church. Yeah. And again they're pickleball fiends as well. And it's funny. It is just it's so exciting to see people get out and fellowship and get off your devices and just get some exercise. Yeah.
So, outdoor sand volleyball courts, outdoor basketball courts.
Cool stuff.
They're full. They stay full.
Well, and I think it's important for us to just check in with you just, every few months, because there's new people coming in all the time that they don't. I was at Corbin Creek Greenhouse yesterday and ran into a couple that just moved here from Hawaii. Wow. New people all the time. Yes. They're here because I think one of them's parent or somebody, they needed to come and help with care, help take care of them. And because I was like, Hawaii?
Yeah.
Welcome to Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Hawaii, come on. We all know what Hawaii is anyway. So you can imagine them trying to plug in and going, well, where do I go for this? And it's at the center. The center is just off the downtown square. All you got to do is ask him back, where's the center? And they'll usually, if they don't know, they're probably new too. Ask the next person. But the center's right there. And that's where your offices are located, correct?
That's
people
where
can come in and get all this info.
Yep. That's the hub. That's the main hub. You need to know anything. If it's, you can go to the website, obviously. You can go to our website. But if you need to know anything else and want to come on in and just talk to somebody and check out the facilities that we have and see if you want to join or ask us about the Greenway, where it runs to.
Greenways are beautiful.
Yeah. All you got to do is come on in. We'll talk to you about that.
What are the fees? Well, let me do a nap. Since I mentioned Corbin, let's pause and let's talk about Corbin Creek Greenhouse for a moment. But when we come back, talk about the fees and the exact address and all of that for us, just in case somebody is just like, well, I want to check into it because it's the most affordable fitness membership ever.
All right.
Absolutely ever. But let's pause and talk about Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center. My friends, I love them out there. I had to stop by. I wanted to get, I don't know if y'all were listening Thursday. Tiffany Thompson was talking about using some of the headache salve for her little girl. And my grandson has been having headaches. And so you don't want to do anything, you just want to be real careful about what you do. But these natural products, sometimes it's just what you need. And so I went by to pick up some to see if it will help him. So had a chance to go by and also pick up some mums. They still have mums, but they won't last forever. I got a beautiful pot of mums for my daughter-in-law and got some that are still about to bud, so that way she can enjoy those through the fall. And the pansies, oh my goodness, they've got so many beautiful pansy varieties that you can get, and those are perfect for fall if you did not know that. Also, too, I remind you that mums are perennials. If you'll take care of them, I was telling my son and daughter-in-law yesterday, I said, if you'll take care of that and plant it, they'll come back. And Amy can talk to you about what you need to do to make sure that happens. I'm considering maybe putting some in around my mailbox to see if I can't. I've gone by houses. It looks like a carpet of, or like a quilt of color with all the different mum colors, and they apparently know what they're doing. But Amy does, and you can go and get all kinds of advice from them. Pick up CBD products that are Robertson County CBD, produced from plants that her brother Bill grows, handcrafted items from Miss Jane. It's just a great place to stop and shop, and we love them, and we appreciate them being a full-time sponsor here at 1 Street Over. So when you go by there, always please let Amy know that U-Turn sent you. Talking with my friend Terry Martin. He runs Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec director is your title, correct? Okay, so
Parks guy, remember?
Parks guy, I know. I keep asking if you've ever watched Parks and Rec. You finally watched a little bit of it, right?
I have watched some.
Because it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
The director's not my favorite. The guy that does the shoes. Who's the guy that does the shoes? Doesn't he clean shoes? He's the goofy one.
Oh, you're talking about the guy who's in all the movies now, right?
Yeah.
What is his name?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
He's my favorite.
He's the one that's in
just want to do something part-time.
all the Jurassic Park movies now. What is his name? Somebody help us out. I don't watch movies. My students think I'm so out of it. I don't watch television hardly at all anymore. What is his name? He's a good old Christian guy too. I love him to pieces, but yes, he is that show. He is that show. And it was before he was big, and I want to say it's like something Pratt.
It might be. I'm not good.
Somebody will put it up here in a minute in comments because I just can't get it. But
They'll
yes,
ask me, they'll say, Papa, do you like so-and-so a singer? And I'm like, I don't know who that is. I just know the song. I don't know who sings it.
so are you Pawpaw?
I'm Pawpaw.
See, we're Mama and Pawpaw.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is your wife called?
Mimi.
Mimi. Okay, Mimi and Pawpaw. Well, because we're Mama and Pawpaw. So, because that was what my grandparents that I knew, that's what they went by. So, we digress. Going down a rabbit hole. What are the prices for the memberships that y'all offer?
Let me read them off so I get them right.
Okay.
And this shout out goes to Miss Pam Hudson, my wonderful, wonderful receptionist at the front desk that sent me this real quick, so I did not get it wrong. Thank you, Pam. Let's see. For an individual, track or basketball court only, ages 12 to 15, is $15 a month.
Wow.
An individual for track, exercise equipment, and basketball above that age, 16 and up, is $20 a month. Couples track only is $23 a month. Couples track exercise basketball is $33 a month. Family, track only, $30 a month. Family for all the track, the exercise equipment, and basketball is $45 a month. Seniors, 60 and plus, track only is free. Seniors, 60 and plus, track, exercise equipment, and basketball, $10 a month.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. And we also have Fit Camp down there with Brian Taylor, and you can he's separate from us. He just leases the facility, and we have a phone number there at the center. You can come by or call and get that phone number and join his Fit Camp, and he will work you out.
Oh, he will. They're neighbors of ours.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we live on Lawrence Lane. And so, yeah, I've watched their transformation because our kids, we have kids that match in age. And so once our kids discovered each other, when they were all at home, they hung out together.
Yes.
So I remember when they started on this fitness track, and it's just like this transformation has been amazing.
Yeah.
And I would love to have time to go and just check in with them because he'll work you out.
He will.
And I mean, dead serious. I mean, he's good.
Very
he's good at it, and
Very good.
It's a good thing. I love what they've done.
Yeah.
It's really cool. He's a minister too.
Yep.
The gospel. So
Good
there
having
you go.
him there.
Chris Pratt. That's the guy's name. It is
Chris
Pratt.
Pratt.
I knew Pratt was the last name. I just couldn't think of the first name. But that's why you watch Parks and Rec. He is it. You want to watch Chris Pratt because he's hysterical. Yeah. I was showing the students something. I can't remember now what it was. But I had to put some excerpts together, and I wanted them to look at it from the production perspective. And I was like, okay, what did they do here? What did they do in the video production? I threw some of his stuff in from Parks and Rec just for fun.
They like that too, though.
Well, because he would break the wall and they would talk to the camera.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that technique of talking straight to the camera and the uniqueness of that when they do it well. And so anyway, but yeah, I love Chris Pratt. He's funny. Talking with Terry Martin, he is our Chris Pratt of Springville. He's on. What about the movie Hollywood? When's your movie coming out? Any idea? I've been waiting for the date. They haven't updated you.
No, they haven't said anything.
What is the name of it?
It may have already happened. I honestly, I do not know.
I'll have to ask. My student Alex Maddox will know because he stays.
I don't stream.
Yeah.
At the thing.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
What's the name of the movie? I'll see if I can go research it.
For the Life of Me.
Okay. I feel like somebody in our city would have been like, the movie's out. So I think, and honestly, it takes a while to get this stuff out. I mean, it does, depending on the size of the production and if they're full blown and if they're having to get extra funding and all that. So, sometimes it takes a bit. Because, but I use that as, we started some documentaries in the class last year. Uh-huh. We're still finishing them. So I was like, well, the big production companies, it takes a while too. Ours is because I'm just learning the process, just trying to get it all together. So it's
fun,
all
though.
on me.
Is it fun?
I love it. I love it. I just want it to be everything that it's going to be now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm impatient for that.
Yeah.
I love my boss, Mark Gregory goes, we're flying the plane as we build it, Miss Vivio. I'm like, I know, but I want to get it built.
That's right.
That's an encouragement. And they're so patient, but I'm not. And so I want to get it all done. Don't you? The things that you see on the horizon for parks.
Yes.
Don't you just be like,
it seems like it's been forever since we applied for the LPRF grant. So now that we have it, I am ready. And of course, we won't get the contract until February 1st.
Right.
So then after we get the contract, the process starts. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a little bit into 2024 before we even see a new playground, new restroom facility, the pickleball courts. Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
With the pickleball courts, the new playground, the restroom facility, and the skate park at Gardner Street Park, it'll be setting.
Sweet. It's going to be so nice. I am so excited about this.
Yeah,
I think it's just going to be beautiful. Just a beautiful setting. I just can't say enough about it. Yeah. It is going to be beautiful right there.
It is.
And so do we have a projective, like, this is the open date? Do you know? Are you even thinking ahead? You just like, yeah.
The first grant we went after in 2018, the big one that we received.
Yeah.
I got ahead of myself.
I got you.
And would say things like,
yeah, we got the, yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
We're going to be ready to go by Easter.
Yeah.
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 It wasn't Easter that year.
Right. Well, and honestly and truthfully, I have the same thing with the things that I'm wanting to do, and I'll tell the students, we're going to do this, and then something doesn't, we can't get all technological difficulties. Just like whenever you guys were dealing with things out at the splash pad, and you couldn't get parts, and
that was
that was crazy. And I remember that where it'd be like one little thing that would shut the whole thing down, and it was just maddening. And we're kind of getting a little bit better, but there's still some things that you have a hard time getting.
Yeah, that company's really good too about like if there's an issue that we're having that another park had also, they're pretty good at looking into that and trying to figure out what they need to do to fix that.
Kind of a recall kind of thing. It's like, hey, this happened at this park. You could see this, heads up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. And I mean, that's just a great facility too. We've got, if you're new, I just wanted you to meet Terry and know that you can go to the center and talk to him, talk to his staff about all the things going on Parks and Rec. They can give you a rundown of everything we've got, from the Greenway to all the parks to all the events. Friday night market, the Friday night market happening this Friday. This is our last one. And tell me the band again.
10-Year Town.
10-Year Town. I don't think I've ever heard them.
They were here last year for the first time.
Okay. Yeah. What is the genre of music? Country.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Are they local?
They're pretty good. I take my grandkids to Opryland every Thanksgiving to go ice skating. Mm-hmm. And this guy they've got a little stage over next to the ice skating rink. And this guy came out and just started, he was real good with interacting with the crowd.
Right.
And he could sing good too.
Yeah.
So I just met him after he was done and asked him for his card and got to talking to him and what they did and said, I'd love to have y'all come up. And there's 3 of them. So they came up and.
Very cool.
Yeah, they're good.
Have you, while we're talking about people who, have you heard Adam and Amy Pope? You talk about somebody that's good with interacting with the crowd.
I don't think I have.
That's a local. And I just want to kind of throw their name out. He was on, he came on the 9/11 memorial. You may have heard him around town because he is oftentimes, if you're at a 9/11 memorial, he has a song that's just breathtakingly beautiful. It's just real powerful because he was a teenager when it happened, and his songwriting. But him and his wife together, they've got a song that's been played with a bluegrass band they've recorded it. They're just cool. But he's kind of got a vaudeville feel.
Yeah.
He'd be really good. I'm going to get you some stuff of him because I think you would enjoy having him at an event too, and they're local. So it's interesting to hear. The only reason I mentioned that is because how you said you found this guy.
Yeah.
The 10-Year Town, if you hear them, because sometimes it takes going, oh, yeah, you're good. I like what you do.
We get a lot of folks that'll send us in their information, but then we always ask, hey, do you have a YouTube or something like that we can go to check you out, see what's going on. And then, our fan base that comes to the concerts on a regular basis out there, there's a large group of them that like to dance.
Yes.
So it's got to be music that you can dance to. We try to keep that in mind, and something that's just going to be appealing to the crowd that's out there. Right.
It's got to be interactive. It's got to be exciting. It's got to just engage. So I get that. So, but I don't mean to plug my friend while we're sitting here, but I just,
no, that's fine.
Yeah. But I just, when you mentioned that's how you found them, I thought, well, you need to check out Adam and Amy too. But anyway, we're talking with Terry Martin, waiting for Elizabeth Graves Fletcher. Everybody still calls her Elizabeth Graves, but I'm like, she's married now. She's got a new name. And so she's coming in because she has a position with the Ag Extension. Is she here? Well, before we wrap, what else do we need to talk about? Anything that you need to wrap up? We got a couple of minutes here. Have we covered everything, you think?
I think that we have.
Okay. Well, tell everybody again a reminder of the date of Winter Wonderland, when that's going to open. And is there anything between now and Winter Wonderland at any big event that we have coming up parks wise, other than we've got the Friday night market this Friday night,
Sunset concert Friday night.
Okay.
It's Friday night with Friday night markets. This Friday night, we just got all of our soccer's going, our football's going, our special needs baseball's going.
Do you kind of wrap up games before the holidays, or do you play during the holidays?
No, we have to we have to wrap up everything at Travis Price. Like this year, we have to wrap it up by Halloween because the 1st of November, we'll shut that back side of that park down.
And start setting up.
Because we got to start setting up. We'll leave the front of the park open until the back's completely done.
Okay.
And then once the back's done and we get ready to move to the front, then we lock the whole park down.
Okay.
So we'll start doing that the 1st of November. I don't know what the first Monday after Halloween is, or it may be Halloween. I don't know when Halloween is.
No, I think it's like the 6th. I think. I'm not sure. We'll have to look. But just kind of be aware of that. If you use Travis Price Park, know that that's about to happen so they can get set up for Winter Wonderland. And it's going to be beautiful and it's going to be wonderful. But this is just a good time just to kind of recap, I think, and kind of reset, because, boy, we'll be in January registering kids for baseball.
Oh, it's crazy.
You blink.
Listen, we felt like we just tore down Winter Wonderland
I know.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But
it's wonderful.
December 2nd,
Okay.
that'll be the parade night.
Okay.
Parade will be at night again. So go online, go on the website, the city website, find out where you can register to come out to be a part of the parade.
Sounds wonderful.
We want everybody to be a part of the parade. When the parade's over, you don't have to leave the parade and go home.
Yeah.
You can leave the parade and shop up on the square. Go check out the merchants, bless them as much as possible. When you're done shopping on the square, then come on out to Travis Price Park and walk through Winter Wonderland, and we will have some vendors set up that night. That's something I forgot to tell you real quick.
Go ahead, yeah.
It used to be Friday and Saturday was the two walkthrough nights. We're changing it this year.
Okay.
We're having 4 Saturdays of walkthrough. So the 4 Saturdays before Christmas, those will be the walkthrough nights.
Okay.
And each Saturday is going to have something different going on that night. So the first Saturday, we're going to have some vendors out there that are going to be selling some stuff. So if you're looking for some Christmas candles or some crafts, the little welcome signs or the ho, ho, ho signs that go on the front door.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody will be out there selling stuff like that. We'll just have about 10 or 12 vendors. We'd like for you to come out and bless them. We're going to have pony rides one night for the kids. We're going to have a petting zoo. We're going to have a movie night.
Cool.
And this is all weather pending.
Oh, sure.
Also. But those are going to be our walkthrough nights this year, the first 4 Saturdays before Christmas. Not Friday, just the first 4 Saturdays before Christmas.
Okay.
So.
Well, and maybe we'll get Ace in to kind of talk a little bit about that, because she'd be kind of driving. Ace Timbermeyer, wouldn't she? She wouldn't be involved with that. Oh, so it's just all park stuff. Okay.
Winter Wonderland is, yes.
Okay. Okay. So you're talking about Winter Wonderland. For some reason, I got my head around downtown. I kind of lost track of where you were.
I'm sorry.
Me. So I because we were talking about the downtown market, and so that's all events at Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, the first
Now I
4
got it.
Saturdays
Yeah, I'm
before
sorry.
Christmas will be a part of Winter Wonderland.
Okay.
Instead of Friday, Saturday walkthrough only,
Yes.
it'll just be the first 4 Saturdays.
Okay. And
But each Saturday we'll have something going on out at the park.
okay, now I'm with you. I'm sorry. You know how me. I
The
squirrel.
second Saturday
Anyway.
we're going to do crafts night for the kids.
Okay.
So you come out and do the reindeer feed, and
Okay.
kids can come out. And,
Fun stuff. And that's wonderful, because last year you've just got to where you could open up the walkthroughs again after COVID, right?
Yes.
Wasn't last year? Because that was a thing before COVID, and then you had to go to drive-through only. Got back to that, and so we're full-blown having the good walkthroughs.
yes.
Wonderful. I'm sorry. I got off track for a second.
My bad.
No, I think it was probably me.
I went too fast through that probably.
I think it was probably me.
Yeah.
We're talking with Terry Martin. He is our Parks and Rec director here in Springfield, and I may, reach back out before. Well, we have to. Before,
Oh, yeah.
and I'll
100%.
get you back in as we get maybe post Halloween.
Yes.
We'll take and get you back in.
By that time, we'll know exactly who the vendors are and what they'll be having.
Sounds great.
Sound good?
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. God
All right.
bless you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day. And we're going to let Elizabeth Graves Fletcher make her way in as we pause for a second and talk about Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. My friends in the real estate community, love them so much. They are so helpful to me in so many ways. Barry helps me with audio video programs. Seems like every time I turn around, they're at some community event. They're up in Cross Plains. They're one of us. They've been in Cross Plains for 27 plus years, and they specialize in Robertson County properties, but also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. What's the best way to stay in touch with what they're doing? Well, you can call Rebecca at 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425. You can pull them up online. Just Google Barry or Rebecca Richards at the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. They have 2 different web pages. She also has a Facebook page, but you will find tons of information when you just Google them. Exit Realty Garden Gate Team, Barry or Rebecca Richards. And Barry reminds me, I talk about them being a team, and of course they're there to help each other, but they actually are independent agents in and of themselves. She's the broker up in White House. He's the one up here in Springfield. They opened up a Springfield office right there on the square, so you can stop in and see him. He is out and about a lot, but just reach out to him at sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy.robertscounty.com. If you're selling property, you need Barry on your team because he is an expert when it comes to marketing. He was vice president of a media marketing company for over 17 years up in Nashville. He brings that expertise to the real estate community and will make sure your property gets sold, y'all. Go and talk to them today. Barry and Rebecca Richards, the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. When you connect with them, please always let them know that U-Turn sent you. Yes, Miss Fletcher, how are you doing?
Hello.
Are you still getting used to that, Miss Fletcher?
Yes, ma'am, I sure am.
It's wonderful. So, how long have you been married now?
5 months yesterday.
Oh, how cute. I think you are just adorable. But somebody referred to you as Elizabeth Grace. I'm like, she's Elizabeth Grace Fletcher.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
That's
Get it
right.
right. And you're also... Okay, the last time you were in, you had taken on the 4-H position, but you've taken a position even beyond that now, right? At the extension office, or am I getting it wrong?
No, ma'am. I started as a 4-H extension agent September 1.
Okay. So for some reason, I don't know, I was thinking that I didn't know there was, well, I knew you were working with 4-H program, but I didn't know as an extension agent. And so I think that's the piece I didn't really understand.
Right.
So congratulations. I've already congratulated you on that, but I think what a wonderful fit. What a wonderful fit. And you are the person at the extension office and can keep me up to date on all the extension office stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, even beyond what's in 4-H, you know, I think I need to reach out and have you come in and kind of talk to us about what's going on in the office as a whole.
That's right.
Can you do that? Because I mean, this is an agricultural community.
Yeah.
You know, I want to know when the classes are coming up that people need for certification, for all the things, you know, because you have to, if you're a farmer and you use, you know, some kind of herbicides, pesticides, you've got to have certifications. You have to have testing to do. There's all kinds of beef programs and things that you need testing for. So you could keep us up to date on those, couldn't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's just plan on that. So what have you got going on right now in your world?
So with 4-H, I'll give you a 4-H update.
Okay.
Actually, today is when our other 4-H agent starts, Lauren Balthrop. She's from Cheatham County, and we're really looking forward to her starting. So you'll have to have her on here too.
Okay.
But that's our other 4-H agent for Robertson County, and she starts today. But with 4-H stuff, we're busy.
Oh, yeah.
We're busy.
Yes, you are.
We meet 96 clubs total. We meet all the 4th and 5th grade around all the county, and some 6th grade, but all the 4th and 5th grade around Robertson County. So if your child's in 4th or 5th grade, I'll be seeing them. So
wow, that's a lot. That's a lot, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Wow, but you're loving it.
I love it.
Look at her face. I love it.
I
love it when people. That's the thing I love about Terry is he loves his job, and it's just all over him, and you can just see that. So it's such a blessing to talk to people that love what they do and they bring that passion to it, and you obviously do. I know whenever I heard you were the 4-H person, I didn't realize it was an extension office. I mean that was really cool, but and that's just an extra piece of authority, really, you know, and that's exciting for you. You get to go out and talk to all these kids and work with them. Oh my gosh, how wonderful!
It's so exciting.
So what does 4-H look like these days? Because it looked very different when I was in school in the 70s.
It's a blast. So we meet 4th through 12th grade, but mostly 4th through 6th grade. But you can join when you're in kindergarten. We have this program called Clover Buds, and it's kindergarten through 3rd grade. And
You're fine.
it's kindergarten through 3rd grade, and our great volunteer, Marissa Limley Brown, leads it, and she is so good. But she has two boys that are that age, and she meets with the Clover Buds every month, and it's every second Thursday of every month. So it's every second Thursday of every month, and just let our office know if you're coming. And she has a great time with them. In fact, I stayed in there last month, and they talked about soybeans.
Oh,
and
fun.
oh my goodness, was it fun?
That's interesting.
Oh yes. So
I love that.
So that's when you can join Clover Buds. But the regular 4-H is 4th through 6th grade. That's when we visit them. But the 4-H countywide, which I love because it's high school 4-H, middle and high school, not just high school, but middle and high school. 4-H countywide is tonight at 6 o'clock. So make sure if you've got a child that age that they come out to our office at and you know where we are. If you can find the courthouse, you can find the extension office. That's what I always tell people. Yeah. Where's your office? You know where the courthouse is? Yes. Well, you can find our office.
Right there, just across the street.
That's right, with a big 4-H clover on it. Mm-hmm. And so we've got countywide, we've got Clover Buds, and then we've got 4-H Clover Club. What if you're homeschooled and you don't have public schools that I can come into? So 4-H Clover Club is a program that fits those needs of homeschool kids, and it's every fourth Monday of the month. So every fourth Monday. Okay. So that's Clover Club. And then we've got some clubs starting, some judging starting. So horse judging is it's 4th through 12th grade. So horse judging, it started last week, but it will be every fourth Tuesday of the month at 4:30. So that's horse judging, and we've got a lot of people in our county that are interested in horses, and I think this program is great. Our leader for it is Janet Palmore. She works at the museum in town, and she's a great leader. Her daughter Brittany, she's been on the show before. She's great, and that's horse judging and hippology. So that's hippology and horse judging is kind of just learning about horses.
I get such a kick out of kids that I know that as they've grown up, and several come to mind, that they just love horses, and now they own their own horse, that they don't have a farm, they live in town, but they board it, and they just have this great relationship with these horses, and it's something very doable. If that's a passion for you, you don't have to be on a farm to have a horse. And I know several young people that's been the story. And this is a good way, if you just have a passion for horses and want to learn more about them, start with 4-H. And so you understand the investment, the time, because I mean, horses are a big responsibility.
It's like any livestock.
You better believe it. And they eat a lot.
Yeah.
So you better be ready to feed them properly and all that. But I love that you guys get these kids started. And I love that. So you introduce it to everybody, middle school, and then the ones that want to hang on through high school, you have a program for them to come in and check in. And a lot of kids, that's their passion. They find 4-H and they're like, I'm in, this is it. Yep. And it just, getting them out of the house and off their devices, just interacting and just seeing what's out there. I just love it. It's a wonderful program. I love 4-H. I'm so glad that they've got you on the... That's
right.
Wonderful.
That's right.
Yeah, well, we're going to reset. Let me go ahead and do a break, and we're going back and we're going to talk with Miss Fletcher, Elizabeth Grace Fletcher. She is a newlywed, and we just love talking to her about all the things going on in her world, especially this new position that she has accepted over at the extension office, and she's just going to do phenomenal at it. I know she already is. But we are going to pause and talk about Cumberland Connect. If you are waiting to hear that knock on the door from Cumberland Connect, they're getting close to getting everybody all hooked up with high-speed internet. It is amazing. If you have been one of those like myself for so many years that's had to deal with the difficulties of trying to stay connected in a very connected world and just not being able to do it because you just didn't have access. I know we tried at one time to get, a cable ran to our house because we needed a higher speed internet connection and just an exorbitant price. Well, now it's a utility. And because of that, it's being fed through the Cumberland Electric system. So if you're a Cumberland Electric customer, you're going to eventually get access really soon. And they're going to be knocking on your door and you're going to have an opportunity to get speeds of up to a gig. I've got a gig in my house for $80. That's insane. That is such a great price and it runs fabulous. They've got extenders you can get if you have outbuildings. We're working on getting that done ourselves, but I cannot say enough about my experiences with Cumberland Connect. Local, they're wonderful to work with. They respond so quickly. You can call them at 1-800-987-2362 if you have questions, 1-800-987-2362, or go to cumberlandconnect.org, cumberlandconnect.org, and ask all the questions. Put your zip code in and say, hey, when are you going to knock on my door? And they may already be there. And if you're somebody struggling financially, because it is a utility, there is an affordable connectivity program providing qualifying households with monthly credit to help pay for internet services. If eligible, you could receive a credit of up to $30 per month toward broadband services. Guess what? They've got programs starting at $30, packages starting at $30 per month. Get in touch with them today and thank them for being a sponsor of One Street Over. Tell them U-Turn sent you. Miss Fletcher, what else do we need to talk about this morning?
Okay, we need to talk about 4-H's brand new project. Okay. So we have a brand new project, knitting. We're really excited about that. In fact, one of my friends at the Senior Citizen Center has offered to teach 4-Hers how to knit. Aww. So it's really exciting, and it is starting this month. So if you want your kid to be in it, let me know. It's 4th and up, so 4th through 12th graders. And we're really excited about it. We've still got spots in it, so let me know if your kid wants to knit. So it's going to be really fun.
I've always wanted to learn to knit, and it's one of those things. One of these days, I'll take the time to do it. But these little skills, guys. You don't think about it. If you just get your kids involved in this stuff, it's a great skill to carry. It's just one of those things that you don't have boredom when you can do something like that. You pick up your knitting needles and you just create. And creative outlets, we all need it. I love that idea. I love that. And I love that one of your seniors at the center is doing that. So that's very cool.
She was so excited about it.
Wonderful. So when is the projected, you're saying it's starting this month?
Starting this month.
Okay. Is it going to be an evening class? Is it going to be a Saturday class? How's it going to work out? What's the time frame?
So it's going to start at 4 o'clock.
Okay. So after school.
At 4 o'clock. So you won't have to worry about your kids taking time from school. So it's going to start at 4 o'clock.
Where will it be? Where will the classes be?
At our office.
Oh, wonderful.
At our office.
So if you get them to the, is it going to be an hour program? How long?
An hour.
So from 4 to 5. At the office, so that, because everybody, you think about, well, I live in this area and that area, can you get there and all that? So what, is there a limit on how many kids you're going to let participate?
So I've got 3 more spots.
Oh my, so better get on this, guys.
Yep.
So just 3 more spots.
3 more spots.
How long will the program last? Is it no, I'm saying as far as the session, like I'm trying to think, is it a quarter? Is it a month long? How long? How many weeks do you think?
So it's going to last till December.
Okay.
And she's going to knit with them like a little wash rag. So they have something if they want to give their grandmother, or if they just want to keep it, they can do that too.
Okay. So she'll help them with a little gift item. Oh, that's fun.
That's
fun. And so and then I'm guessing if they want to sign up for the next session, maybe they'll do something a little more complicated. Okay, you build on it. Well, that's cool. I love that. 4-H is so much fun, guys. So much fun. If you haven't got your kids involved in the middle schools, and so we've talked about a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And if you can go back always and listen to the program again, we keep them all available out there for you to listen to. You can go to my page and find all of them. I find stuff that I did at the very beginning of taking on this job. So they're there. You just have to go look for them. So you can watch this anytime. You can tap in it too at the YouTube page for WSGI. But can they call you at the office?
Yes, they sure can.
And get this information.
Exactly. So our number is 615-384-7936. Again, it is 615-384-7936.
Very
Call
good.
me up.
Very good. She's got all the information. What else do we need to talk about? Have you covered your list of things, or is there anything else on there?
Well, let's see. Let's switch gears into FCS. So,
What is FCS?
So Lauren Patterson, has she been on here before?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
I'm not
Lauren
sure.
Patterson is our FCS agent, and that just means Family Consumer Science. So she handles all things with clubs, like the FCS clubs, and they do a lot of activities too. So you'll have to have her on.
Is this related to 4-H or just with the extension office?
Just with the extension.
That's what I thought. This is a different part. I may have had her on. I can't remember.
I think you have.
Yeah, there's so much going on with the extension office, and what we, if you're a newcomer, the agricultural extension office. This is where you go in and find out. When I wanted to get a farm number, well, I started with the extension office, and then they, pointed me in the right direction. So when I have a question that's I have 40 acres, so I have questions that are ag related, and maybe I'll have a tree that'll have something going on, and I'll call the ag extension office, and that's where I start, the UT extension office, and of course, University of Tennessee. That's what it's tied to, and they are just a amazing source for all the information. Oh, and also to Lee Marie. I apologize, Lee Marie. She sent me this. There is a welcome home to your Tennessee garden that's going on. It's a new UT extension series for gardeners new to Robeson County, Mondays in October. So she's sending that up. So there's just all kinds of stuff going on that if you want more, and you can call the extension office. Tell them again the number of the extension office that they can call and get these get more details on this class that's beginning in October. And this is a UT extension series for gardeners that's new, and it begins today. So do you know the time on that?
I don't know anything about that.
I'm looking at her little thing she sent me, and my eyes are too old to see exactly what it is. So here, I'll tell you what, I'm going to send it. Oh, there it goes. It popped up a little bit more. I'm going to let you read that for them.
So it's a welcome to your Tennessee garden, and the main purpose of this, I do know this,
Okay,
is everybody, we've got a lot of people that aren't from here coming to Tennessee. So people from California, people from New York can all come and see what Tennessee's climate, Tennessee's, what does good in Tennessee. Like, obviously a banana tree is not going to do good here. But, I mean, maybe a tomato plant will. And Bob Airy, he's going to be leading the class. He's our horticulture program assistant. He's great. He is absolutely great.
I've had him on. He's fascinating. He's very, very knowledgeable.
Yes, he's great. And he's going to be leading this class. And let's see, it is from 3 to 4:30.
Okay, and that's today at the office, 3 to 4:30. Or is it at the and I forget the name of the place. It's like the science place.
The experiment station.
Yeah, it may be out there, but tell you what, I'm going to let you look at that, and I'm going to do my other ad. You look and see if you can't find out exactly where it is. Like I said, the print was a little small on what Lee Marie sent me, and I didn't have my readers. But let's talk about the races. Veterans Motorplex, love these guys. Have you been to the races yet? You only got a few more weeks before the season will end. Having a big fundraiser coming up. I think it's this weekend that they're going to be raising money for St. Louis Children's Hospital. But they've got all kinds of wonderful events that go on at the racetrack just all the time. You need to reach out to Jerry if you have any questions at 615-643-8725, 615-643-8725 about all the things going on. We're talking about The old Highland Rim Speedway is now Veterans Motorplex. They took it over several years ago, and it's the same track, 6801 Kelly Willis Road in Greenbrier. They've breathed new life into it brilliantly. I've been out there a couple of times myself. I'm going to try to get back out there before the fall is over because I really want to get out this year to the trunk or treat that they do from race cars. I think that sounds like a blast. I know my grandson, my grandsons, and my granddaughter would absolutely love that. So we're going to try to participate in that. But that's always a lot of fun. Racing season lasts through the end of October. They have special racing price. If you want to go out, $40, we'll get your whole family in. You can get up to 6 kids, 2 adults for one price. They've got wonderful concessions. Dan, one of my students is working out there. Hi, Jace. And just a great place. It is a family-friendly environment that you are going to love. There's no alcohol. You don't have to worry about anything like that. Family-friendly racetrack. You don't find that too often, but you've got one right here in Robertson County, in Greenbrier, 6801 Kelly Willis Road. Again, this is the Veterans Motorplex. Follow them on Facebook by following Highland Rim Speedway, but you'll see the banner there, Veterans Motorplex, for all your racing fun here in Robertson County. Get out there this weekend before the season ends, and be sure to let them know U-Turn sent you. Okay, Miss Elizabeth Graves. Fletcher, what'd you find out?
So it happens at Highland Rim, and you have to be pre-registered. So call the office if you want
Experiment
to do
Station, because we just mentioned Highland Rim Speedway. It's out in that same general area.
It's at the Experiment Station, and it's when you're going out towards Greenbrier. It's on your right or on your left. Sorry, but it's just call the office and pre-register for it. And we'll get you fixed up. But the program's called Welcome Home to Your Tennessee Garden. So
I love that. What a great idea.
Yeah.
What a wonderful idea.
Bob's got some great ideas.
Well, and a lot of us, even that have been here forever, could use this, because even though I grew up just 2 hours north of here, I've got and this is, I talk to the Corbins about this all the time, but I need to have some science behind some of the things that I do, because I'm trying to find the right spot in my yard where I need my hydrangeas. What do they need? Do they need sun? Do they need shade? I would love to get some mums coming back, because I've seen some people that do that beautifully. Those things are perennials, guys. You don't have to keep them on your porch and just let them dry up and die. As they finish up their blooms, you can plant those. And then as they start coming back up next year, you keep them cut back until you want them to bloom in the fall, is my understanding. They're perennials. So there's so many wonderful things that I need to learn. And it's also, Lee Marie is saying it's only $30 for the entire series, all through October. So what a great investment in time and money to learn about what will grow and what won't grow here in Tennessee. Like Elizabeth says, banana trees, not so much. I got an olive tree the other day at Aldi's.
Really?
I got an olive tree, and I mean, that's just the Jesus freak in me. I'm like, it's an olive tree. I'm going to see if I can grow it. Of course, it'll have to be indoors, I'm assuming, but it's not looking real good. I wonder if he can help me with my olive tree, but I don't know, maybe Amy would be the one to talk more about that from a houseplant. Yeah, I did. Aldi's. I mean, goodness. You can go to Aldi's and get a video projector and an olive tree. Oh, and you can get your hamburger too.
Yeah.
I love Aldi's. They're so much fun. You just never know what you're going to run into. But yeah. And honestly, I think the same day I bought my olive tree, I did buy a little video movie projector and a package of hamburger patties. I'm just saying. That's Aldi's. It's fun. So what is your favorite thing about your new position?
I love that I get to interact with kids.
Yeah.
All ages. So, 4th graders up to 12th graders.
Yeah.
So, I really, really like that part.
I can see that just in the joy in your face. I just love it. I love talking to you, Elizabeth. You just bring so much fun to the table anytime you come in. Anything we're missing before we wrap it up?
I'm going to announce this really, really quick. If you have a kindergarten through 3rd grader, join our Clover Buds. It's every second Thursday of the month. Make sure you let us know if your kindergarten through 3rd grader is coming, and call the office for more information. Our countywide meeting which is for middle and high school that don't meet in their regular classrooms, is every first Monday of the month. So that's today, and it's going to be really fun at 6 o'clock. Meeting at our office. And then the 4-H Clover Club, which is a homeschool 4-H, 4th through 12th graders, is every fourth Monday of the month. Call our office if you have any questions. You see a trend, call our office if you have any questions. And then we have some horse judging and hippology and horse bowl, which is just learning more about horses. And it's for 4th and up. And it started last week, and it will be every 4th Tuesday of the month and at 4:30. And call me if you have questions about any of that and our knitting club. So
good stuff.
All the things.
You did so good recapping everything there, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. I'll tell you, you're getting to be a pro, my friend.
Aw.
Thank you for coming in, and we will have you back very soon. And anytime you need time, you just call me. We'll get you on. Elizabeth Graves Fletcher. It's our 4-H extension agent at the UT Extension office. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Wonderful addition to our UT Extension office. Thank you for joining us. Tomorrow we're going to be hearing from the Hope Center. Very excited about this interview. So tomorrow, be sure and join us here on One Street Over. This is 1100 WSGI. God bless. Have a great day.